The phrase World War III began trending on Twitter after Iranian top general Qasem Soleimani was killed in a bombing ordered by President Trump at Baghdad airport on Thursday. After his death, the country's supreme leader Ali Khamenei sparked fears of war as he announced revenge, adding, "I and the government and the nation of Iran strongly condemn this American crime." Iran was recorded as the most searched term in the United States, with more than 500,000 searches for the topic. Millions of people were worried the assassination could spark a chain of events ending in a full-scale combat. Between 163 countries receiving various scores in categories like militarization, society and security, and domestic and internal conflict, the Global Peace Index has some solid proof on why you should consider moving to one of these 10 countries. And if you need a little more convincing, global statistics show there's been a 247% increase in deaths from terrorism since 2008, and the number of refugees has doubled since 2016. Here are the list of the safest places to hide if World War III breaks out. 10. Canada. Canada is the best bet for anyone in the USA if war happens. It was ranked as the 6th safest country in the world by the Global Peace Index. Canada's position has not changed, despite its terrorism impact deteriorating after the Quebec City mosque shooting in January 2018, in which 6 worshippers were killed and 19 injured. What's more, Canada's homicide rate is 3 times lower than in the USA. 9. New Zealand. New Zealand is also one of the most self-sufficient places in the world when it comes to food and agriculture, and has little draining of resources system thanks to a low population. Being so secluded, it is rarely invaded due to the difficulty in traveling to it. No dangerous wildlife and a lack of violence and terrorism both make it one of the safer options. 8. Switzerland. Whilst it borders Germany, France and Italy, which could be potential danger zones if a war were to break out, Switzerland is somewhat protected by its mountains. The country also has a tradition of neutrality, widespread bunkers and a heavily armed army. Switzerland has shown itself to be a safe haven during Europe's violent past. They're the oldest neutral country in the world, since 1815, and they've not fought a foreign war since signing the Treaty of Paris. 7. Australia. Britons in Australia should escape to New Zealand in the worst-case scenario. The island country is surrounded by the sea so could avoid invasion or attack from other countries. It's also committed to self-sustenance. Half of the country's electricity comes from hydroelectric power and it has fertile land, which could be useful if it was cut off from the rest of the world. 6. Iceland. Crime is extremely low, and there are little struggles between classes or genders, being one of the most inclusive for LGBT rights and the majority of citizens being middle class. There are also no military armed forces, eliminating the country as a threat. For those who choose to flee there, the terrain also protects it from invasion, being an island and a number of glaciers and Arctic temperatures to deter armies. 5. Spain. Portugal borders on Spain and is the safest place to escape to as it's the 4th most peaceful country. It was officially neutral during World War II and has kept out of foreign conflicts. Portugal is one of the countries which has shown the largest improvement in positive peace since 2013, according to the Global Peace Index. 4. Chile. Geographically, Chile gets protection from the Andes and a great place to live if World War III breaks out. The country is the highest in human development of any Latin American nations. More importantly, the air masses of the southern and northern hemispheres have a tendency to stay separated from each other. It helps to freshen Chile's air constantly from replenishment by the clean Antarctic air. 3. Bhutan. Since Bhutan joined the UN, the country agreed not to get involved in conflicts. And as it has no diplomatic relationship with the US, there is no reason to drag the country into any sort of conflict. Surrounded by mountains, it is one of the most secluded landlocked countries in the world, so is protected if war did begin. 2. Ireland. The country does not have strong ties to the potential combatants of World War III. Since the 1930s, the country has been neutral in international relations and has never joined NATO. According to Irish law, if Ireland were to enter any external military conflicts, their involvement must be approved by the UN, Ireland government and the Irish legislature, so the country is unlikely to get involved in WW3, so may be a good place to head. 1. Portugal. Portugal has risen 2 places in the Peace Index this year, pipping Austria to 3rd place. It was officially neutral during World War II and has kept out of foreign conflicts. Portugal is one of the countries which has shown the largest improvement in positive peace since 2013, according to the Global Peace Index. Although these countries are unlikely to come under attack during World War III, every country needs to contend with a nuclear winter. A nuclear winter affects the global climate, leading to a massive disruption in harvesting. Also, you shouldn't dismiss the spread of radiation, which will seriously kill many more hundreds of millions via cancer and other related radiation diseases. Ultimately, the perfect safety from World War III is hiding inside a large underground nuclear bunker with facilities to grow crops, check up on health, an education center, ample electricity and lots of food supply. Or, the rich and powerful have been floating an idea of a space station in space, where you are safe from Earth. Now we're done. If you like this video, please like and share this video to your family and friend. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button. And tap the bell icon so you're the first to know if I have new uploaded video. If you have suggestion topic for our next video, please comment down below. Thank you for watching. And see you tomorrow.